This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Unfilmable, the show where we look at how Lovecraft has been adapted to the screen.
Yes, this is a Patreon premium show that we are doing because of your generosity. We have actually hit 2 milestones, so you're going to be getting 2 seasons of this bad boy.
Absolutely. Yeah, every episode of Unfilmable, which will come out once a month, we will be looking at either a movie or TV adaptation of Lovecraft's work, or an explicitly Lovecraftian work as well. So if we hadn't already done it, things like The Thing, movies like The Thing would still count under this. We have done that. We will still be running like kind of a rerun series of old movies and stuff we've done that kind of fit into this.
Yeah.
But we are going to be hitting all the highlights, all the things we have not covered so far. Over the course of 2 seasons of not strictly determined length. The reason why this is 2 seasons and not ongoing is because we don't want to get to the point where we are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Right.
We're going to hit all the major stuff, of which there's quite a bit. And some of it is very good. Some of it is less good, but it's all answering the same interesting question, which is how do you adapt the work of an author who is very famous for calling things undescribable and too horrific to look at in a visual medium?
Yes. Additionally, how do you adapt the work of a writer who is very bad at narrative structure to something that has to have a beginning, middle, and end?
Yeah. And there's lots of different, this is all stuff that this kind of question, so I've watched a lot of these movies already. I go to that film festival every year. I've seen a lot of people's take on this from kind of big and small. And there are a lot of interesting answers to that question.
Yeah.
All of which require significant amounts of adaptation. Almost no one just does The Thing.
Right.
There are a couple of straight adaptations of some of the more straightforward stories.
Right.
Most of them either ditch a lot of the actual source material and kind of evoke the spirit, or they do something like what we're going to talk about today, which is append a third act onto something that is really just a good setup in the story version. So I'm really looking forward to it. This is great. I think I'm really thankful to everyone's generosity about this. If you're new to the Patreon, if you're joining the Patreon to listen to this, welcome. I think you get a bunch of really great stuff at this level, and hopefully you like the show as well.
Yeah, let us know, please.
Yeah. The first episode that we're covering this month is Whisper in Darkness.
Yeah.
And we're starting on a high note. We want to start on a big story. We want to start on a professional production, and something that would set the tone of this as being, positive or at least sympathetic to the problem that the filmmakers are facing. We did not want to start with something that was more mixed, like a Dagon, or something that is actually like truly awful, like the 90s Necronomicon movie or something like that.
Yeah. No, we want to start with something we genuinely like. And this movie, which was released in 2011, is really good.
This is something I genuinely love.
Yeah.
I think this movie is great.
Yeah, no, it owns bones. I think is the way that I phrased it to you yesterday.
Yeah, this certainly owns bones. This is the second time I've seen this. I saw this at the film festival when it premiered. When it
premiered? Oh, shit.
Yep.
Wow.
I had not seen it since.
Okay.
But I've seen both of their adaptations. We'll be doing the Call of Cthulhu one another time. It is slightly more challenging because it is a silent film.
Right.
And that just means that, it's not like I don't have the attention span to read title cards. It means it has title cards, which changes how you do exposition in a movie and makes that movie a little bit goofy. But the people who made this, which we'll talk about them a little bit, but just what their thing with the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society, so when they put out movies, they try to make them like they could be a movie that came out the same year the story came out.
Right.
So because the original story was published in 1931, there were talkies.
Right.
And so this is a talkie.
Yeah. So the story itself, like we said, it is called Whisperer in Darkness. This is where we're